Welcome to the Elevate Podcast, your resource for all things business, brand, and leadership. We are excited you have decided to join us today.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. I'm Robert Kalin.
Tony Frasconi. Good to see everyone.
Awesome. It's good to be back. You guys, last time, if you didn't catch the episode 1, you're going to want to go back and listen to that because Tony was sharing what it means to lead with heart. And we're going to dive deep in today. But before we do that, we want to give a good shout out to our producer right now, Brian Reynolds, owner of Anthem Coffee. You guys grab yourself something sweet to drink. Good stuff right there.
Anthem Coffee in Puyallup, Washington. And
they're everywhere, man. They're literally
locations?
everywhere. They're in like Phoenix. They're in Oregon. I mean, literally, they're everywhere. Tony, we are leading with heart today, specifically talking about hope, healing. Like, give us a little bit here.
Yeah, absolutely. So when you think about trying to lead with heart, what does that look like? I always think of the free hug people. You know, the people that are out there with the signs you see on YouTube and they're holding up the free hugs. And I'm like, what inspires somebody to do that?
COVID. COVID inspires people like me to do something like that. Like, I'm a hugger.
You know, like to actually, you know, pursue. And so is that leading with heart? Is leading with heart a random act of kindness, like holding an umbrella over somebody that doesn't have one? What does it really look like? And so as I started breaking down what it meant for me, I thought about the acronym HEART, and the H stands for hope, healing, and honoring yourself. And if you can imagine, when you're down and out, you have to have hope.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's all you can do is you have to find something to hang on to. Look for some nugget. And so as I've journeyed through my personal health journey, that has been different things at times. But every time I was at a low point, luckily I have a faith in God. And so because of that faith, I think naturally hope comes with it. But there's been times where hope came from just a conversation with a friend or somebody that called me out of the blue.
Yeah.
So for me, that's where it comes from, is having something that you can look forward to. And if you're out there right now and you're like, I've got no hope.
And I love that you said that, having something you look forward to. And I think even like being the person that can give someone something to look forward to.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, all of us have had people who have poured into our lives and have impacted us. Pull out your cell phone right now. Text that person. Tell them, like, you have impacted my life.
Right.
I wanted to just say, hey, what's up today?
You know what I started doing if you have a smartphone, I started doing the a video of myself saying hi to a friend and just texting it, because you can send a little clip like that really easy and record yourself. And I thought, man, some of my friends that I text with a lot, I haven't seen in years because of where we're at in the world where we live. Yeah. And I started doing that. I try to here and there. So that's an awesome nugget.
I love that. You know what would be really cool? Kind of a weird thing, but what if we just did that right now? What if we got our phones out and just literally in the middle of the podcast just said, hey, I just wanted to let you know that you matter and you mean something to me. We're literally live on. I mean, has this happened in podcast history?
This could be a first.
I think this is a first.
This could be a first. I'm going to get my phone.
I'm getting my phone out right now.
So we go there, and then we hit the video, record. I got to flip this thing around. Hold on. I was
technology.
I was facing you. Hey, what's up, John? I just wanted to say hi. It's Tony Frasconi right here on the Elevate Podcast, coming to you live. And I just wanted to thank you for being such a good friend and a good bud to me in my life. And hope to talk to you soon, man. All right? Peace.
I love that.
Send. Done.
And guess what? What does that mean to your friend that you just sent that to? I mean, that's phenomenal. Pulling it out right here. Get my video going. Flip. Video. Hey, Ellen, just wanted to say hello to you. It has been about 4 hours since we saw each other, but I just wanted to take a moment and just say that I'm so thankful for all that you add to my life, and I just want to hope you have a great night.
What's up, Ellen?
What's up, Ellen? We're just live on the Elevate podcast.
Elevate Podcast, Photobomb.
There we go. And
Awesome, man.
send. Okay. Like,
So-
people matter. And so going back to your thing, right? Like,
Yeah, those moments of hope, right? Just little moments of inspiration that we can give. If we can get out of ourself, because when we hope, we get out of just that self-focus, which
Yeah.
sometimes is a barrier and it keeps us down.
that's good.
And if we can get there, then we can actually work on healing where whatever it is that we need to in order to deal with some of those things. Maybe that means repairing a relationship. Maybe that means talking things out through therapy. Maybe that means losing weight. Whatever that means for you, being able to have some hope, get some traction, and then be able to reflect, be self-reflective, and heal.
Yeah.
Because it's all about, right, serving other people, getting outside of yourself. And it does take internal work. So you do have to have self-reflection, but ultimately you're going to eventually work out of yourself that healing and that hope. It's going to overflow, and it's going to eventually bless other people.
I love that. Turns right into abundance, doesn't it?
Yes.
When you have the internal work's the hardest part, for
Yeah.
sure. And if you aren't in a good spot, maybe you're struggling, right? Those things can be really hard to just even talk through sometimes. But find a friend, find a counselor, a therapist, somebody who you can share those things with, who can offer a different outside perspective. Because what I've noticed is, even with myself, especially, obviously I'm the only person I can know what the thoughts are, but negative thoughts are just so rampant.
They
right?
are.
And so to like cut through those negative thoughts and the self-doubt and all of that, to be able to get to that place of healing, and years of like even negative talk, right? I mean,
Absolutely. And then if you can do that and just lean in and take that next step, then you can actually learn what you are actually passionate about.
yeah,
Once you've secured some hope, you've healed. Now I can look forward and say, I want to honor what God has placed inside me. And that might seem weird to other people. When you start talking about the things that are inside you that maybe seem like they're impossible right now to reach for, but for some reason it's there.
yeah,
You are unique, and you were put here in this world for a unique purpose, and you have to, figure out what that is, and you've got to work it out.
yeah,
And you need to keep people around you that will challenge you, but also have an open mind to things that you might be interested in that sound weird. Like if you're, I just think of the example of being a parent and you have a child that's like, I want to go be an actor,
Yeah.
or I'm going to be a rapper,
Right.
Our first instinct, right, is security, and we want to protect the people that we care about and love, and sometimes protecting them is hindrance to letting them go. And I think, if we can love others, we can serve others, and then let them go.
I just love everything you're about, Tony. Like, seriously, you're speaking
Thanks,
my
man.
language here.
Well, I can't wait till we can dive into you a little bit more, man.
Man, all of this, it literally plays out like, I got the generous people hat on right now. It's the same thing. We just put it in different terms.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, to live generously and to love others and to serve others, and all of that is the same thing. It's just using different language. And I love leading with heart so much, especially in becoming like a hope dealer. I mean,
Yeah, we're merchants of hope.
we're out there giving out little nuggets of like, hey, you matter. Hey, you can do this.
So tell me this, when you think of honoring yourself,
Yeah.
right? We live in a world that kind of, we're supposed to be humble. We're supposed to put ourselves down, and especially, if you're a person of faith, sometimes that means, being last.
Yeah.
Leaders eat last, or
Sure.
last in line. What does honoring yourself mean to you in the context of business, brand, leadership?
Yeah, dude, good question. honoring yourself, to me, I think a lot of times we can put ourselves last, in the sense of like eat last, like you were just saying. You can't you can't pour out from an empty cup, right? You can only give from the overflow of what you have, unless you're depleting yourself. And I come at this from the idea of like wholeness, right? You have to be whole first. You go back to the heart piece.
It's a good word.
Of being whole.
Being whole. And
then out of that, you can serve others. And that's where, you know, you're honoring yourself. It's like the mask on the airplane, right? Like you can't, they tell you to put it on yourself before you can give it to somebody else.
Right.
You know, you can only imagine like trying to put it on somebody else and you pass out, you know, like lack of oxygen. But that's true. That's the way life is, right? That for us, we have to be whole first.
I love it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Robert.
Absolutely, man. Thank you. Like your conversation about leading with heart and hope and healing, it means a lot to a lot of people. And people need to hear this story. That's one of the reasons why I was like, Tony, we're leading
doing
with
this.
heart, you know,
We're doing
like this is it, man. I'm so excited to continue this journey. Episode 3 is going to be coming up next week. So
That's right.
you guys,
We're going to talk about eradicating excuses and evolving.
yeah, it's going to be awesome.
It's going to be good.
All right, guys, we'll see you next time.
Thanks for joining us today on the Elevate Podcast, your resource for all things business, brand, and leadership. For a deeper dive into the content and to get access to resources like our free show notes, go to countercultureleaders.com/podcast and sign up for our newsletter. Hey, don't forget to like, rate, and review and subscribe, and share this content with your friends and colleagues. This is Mike Newman. Looking forward to seeing you next week.